was a thrilling night of action as we saw the UEFA Champions League resume once again, and the scoreline across board was something to write home about. 23 goals across 8 matches, and I tell you, the Champions League is back. And do not also forget the Super Falcons, after 20 years, of course, got to go against the world champion, the United States of America. Good morning and welcome to Sports Recap on Hills TV, and I am Daniel Obasi.
Of course, I am Aynan Lubem. Welcome to Sports Recap on Hills TV.
As usual, I would always start off on the local front. Yesterday, we saw the Super Falcons losing, even though they lost to the United States of America by 2-1. But yesterday, it was an improved performance for what we saw in the first leg by 4-0.
Of course, we saw that first own goal coming from the captain of the team, Demehin.
Of course.
She got that cross from the United States of America striker. She tried to cross that one across the face of goalkeeper Naduzi, but of course the defender just had to put that one against her own side. But of course, we saw the Super Falcons bouncing back in the second half through that lady, Uchenna Kanu, of course, getting the equalizer before the United States finally got that one-wheel decider later on in the game. And of course, like you said, for the first time in many years, the Super Falcons have been able to get a goal against the 4-time Olympic champions.
No one can definitely expect, even though some persons will say the Super Falcons have strength, knowing fully well some of the big guns are 5-time women's champions, player of the year, talking about Sisa Toshola, not part of this one. Even the captain himself, Onome Ebi, not still part of this one. But we can say it is a more improved game against the world champions, and then they will be looking forward to the next friendly against Japan next month.
Of course, let's quickly let you know that ahead of their preliminary round fixture of the CAF Champions League, Nigeria Professional Football League runners-up Plateau United has adopted MKO Abiola Stadium, Abuja, as their home ground. The Nigerian side announced MKO Abiola as their adopted home after the Jos City Stadium failed to meet the criteria set by the African soccer ruling body. They were drawn against Gabonese side Standing Manji in the first round of the competition. Plateau United is not the only side that will play its home game away from home. Kwara United will also play in Lagos.
Whichever way, I think at the end of the day, but some school of thought might also believe that the Moshood Abiola Stadium have not really been more of a good luck to the Nigerian side. We've lost some big crucial games at the Moshood Abiola Stadium, but hopefully we can just believe that this side can be able to renew those good days for us back at the Moshood Abiola Stadium, and then we can also we saw what our Nigerian representative did last season in the CAF Champions. It was nothing to write home about. I just hope this season the likes of Plateau United, the likes of Kwara United, Remo Stars, as well as even the champions Rivers United can be able to represent us perfectly well on the continental stage.
Of course, now moving away from football now to basketball, where after the completion of the 4th window of the FIBA World Cup qualifier, FIBA has released the standing of the African team, where the Tigers is placed 9th on the log. The Nigeria's men's national team, the Tigers, put up poor performance in the qualifier that was held in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire. The latest standing release put the Nigerian side in a distant 9th position, which further jeopardized their ambition of qualifying for the World Cup. Only 5 African nations will participate in the FIBA World Cup. The host of the 4th window qualifier, Ivory Coast, sat on top of the 12th team table, followed by South Sudan and Egypt in 3rd position. Are you satisfied with the Nigerian ranking in basketball?
No one would be satisfied. No one would be satisfied. Looking at what they did, they were 5th and then they dropped 4 place downwards to the 9th position. Really a sad one. You and I know what happened and what is the real cause of this one.
Yes.
Internal crisis, the federal government banning basketball in the country and all of that. So it really affected us, and even affected us in the last qualifiers. We lost 2 of the games and just only won 1. So it's really sad for us. I am not surprised I'm seeing this one coming in. I just hope at the next window, when it comes up in February 2023, we can get an improver the Tigers and then retain our spot as the #1 in Africa.
Well, the Tigers recently lost to Angola, who are seated on the 4th position the loss against Angola and also against Cape Verde.
True.
Teams like this, a very, very shocking one for teams like that to beat the Tigers, but like you said, due to internal crisis. And of course, moving to boxing, where British-born Nigerian Anthony Joshua has accepted the challenge of WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury after the latter called him out on social media on Monday, challenging the boxer to a December Battle of Britain. Joshua responded to Fury's antics with his Twitter handle, saying he will be ready in December. What do you make of this fight? It has been expected for a very, very long time.
You and I know it's going to be really, really hard for this to happen. But everyone hopes
Hard to happen. They've already set a date in December.
See, okay, let's assume. Fury is a place pranks. He's known as someone who is always online. He knows how to bring out those online tantrums, and that was why even Usyk actually told him that, okay, you wouldn't be saying some of the things you say when we meet face to face. I think I agree with him. This was the same antics he used even with Deontay Wilder. Fury knows how to play the psychological game very, very well. But I think Joshua should be very, very weary at this point. And most school of thought also believe the fact that Fury would defeat him easily. But let's just see someone who has been wounded twice. Probably a wounded lion can bounce back stronger and better.
Of course, talking about bouncing back, the 2022 FIFA World Cup trophy has been displayed in Ghana ahead of the showpiece in Qatar. According to reliable sources, a gathering of Black Stars of Ghana fans went to catch a glimpse of the trophy at the Accra Polo Grounds recently. Many of the fans took out photographs of the trophy as excitement filled the air. Reports show that the trophy is currently in the West African nation on a tour and has France's 1998 World Cup winner David Trezeguet headlining the event. The year edition will begin on November 20 and the final game will be played on December 18. The Black Stars of Ghana are in Group H alongside Portugal, Uruguay and South Korea.
What do I have to say? It is not coming to Nigeria. We did not qualify, so hopefully for us, we'll get to see it in the next. We'll get to see it in the next 4 years. We didn't qualify, so why are they bringing? What are we saying? What are we using it for? But it's really, really sad, and it's going to a country that actually knocked us out from being part of this. So, for every Nigerian getting to see this news, for every Nigerian getting to see what unfolds in Ghana, there's this a sadness that just comes down to you, and then.
What you say is Olonga. Olonga.
Whichever way you want to put it, but I think for every Nigerian fan who support Nigerian football, and that is why everyone is looking forward to the NFF elections come September 30. Let's see something different, and let's see how we can move football to a greater height and back to the glory days.
Of course, talking about moving football to greater heights and glory days, one young man in Norwegian has maintained his incredible start to life at Manchester City as Erling Braut Haaland, the Norwegian striker. His double yesterday night inspired a 4-0 rout of Sevilla in Tuesday's Champions League opener. Haaland's later display of his sublime goal-scoring antics ensured City started their Group H campaign in an emphatic fashion at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan Stadium. The 22-year-old put City ahead in the first half, and he netted again after the interval as Phil Foden and Ruben Diaz also scored. And
also looking at some of the results that panned out yesterday in the UEFA Champions League, we saw Celtic losing at home, the Scottish side losing at home to the champions Real Madrid by 3-0. We also saw Chelsea losing away from home to Dynamo Zagreb by 1-0. We also saw Dortmund defeating FC Copenhagen by 3-0. We also saw a lot of actions happening. Shakhtar Donetsk defeating RB Leipzig by 4-1. A whole lot of things unfolded yesterday night, and we saw 23 goals in 8 matches unfold yesterday. Today also promises to be big. Inter Milan up against Bayern Munich, Napoli up against Liverpool, and a whole lot of others. Barcelona up against Victoria Pilsen. And then the big question is for Erling Braut Haaland and Kylian Mbappe, who scored a brace against Juventus 2-1. The question would be, Thierry Henry is saying he would prefer a Kylian Mbappe over an Erling Braut Haaland, who has scored 12 goals this season.
Perhaps it's his fellow countryman. That's why showing solidarity. But with the way this young man is going, that is Erling Braut Haaland, I think he is just the man at the moment. Recall that in his first 20 UEFA Champions League games, he has scored 25 goals, making him the first player to get that record when it comes to the Champions League goal scoring. Of course, this young man is a beast that has been unleashed by Pep Guardiola. Even Cristiano Ronaldo, in his prime, he did not get the number of goals in 20. In fact, he didn't even score in his first 20 games. And of course, this is a record this young man has started. And of course, we hope to see the very, very best of him at Manchester City.
All right, we hope to see the very best of him. But this is where we draw the curtain of the show this lovely Wednesday morning. Join us next time, where we would be relieving all of the actions as we see the Champions League continue in match day 1 for 2022-2023 season. Until we come your way next time, I still remain Daniel Obasi.
And I am Aidnan Luben.
Thank you for watching.